Stephanie from thefitRV.com, and it is such a beautiful December day here in Salt Lake City. Those are the Wasatch Mountains behind me. Aren't they beautiful? And speaking of December, December is the perfect time for us to recommit to our fit and healthy RV lifestyle. It can be such a tough month with all the extra yummy treats and social gatherings we have to face. But I don't have to tell you this because you've clicked on a fitness video. So good for you. You're already committed to your fitness. So let's get working out. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start in a single kneel. You're just going to be up. One foot's flat and the other knee is down. Core is tight, up tall. And we're just going to reach our opposite arm over, up and over. So all the exercises we're going to do, up and over, today are going to be down on the ground. So we're either going to be kneeling or we're going to be lying, which works out well if you're in your RV. Cramped space, low ceilings, I get it. And it's winter, so we are always trying to work out in our RVs. But sometimes workout videos don't work for us. This one will. All right, now we're gonna go into a forward lunge. You're gonna take all your weight forward, 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 and you're gonna come back. Let's put our hands on your thigh. That way you're a little bit more supported and it'll force you to keep better form as you lunge forward and coming back. Let's do 3 more. Forward. Make sure you're staying up tall. Make sure your core is tight. And let's do 1 more, and then we'll repeat these 2 exercises on the other side. All right, nice job. So let's do a single kneel, other side. And the first one we're going to do is just reach up and over again, warming up our body. Nice and slow, up and over. As you do this, make sure you're first reaching up, lifting your spine, then a little bit over to deepen the stretch. Up and over. Good. Let's go again, 1 more time. Up and over. Awesome. Okay. Let's go into that forward lunge. Hands on your thigh, coming forward, and then back up to single kneel. Forward with good posture, back up to single kneel. Really pushing through that front foot. You're going to feel your quad working here. We're strengthening through your quad. Forward, and you're getting a wonderful stretch through your hip. 1 more. Forward and back. All right, that's it. Now let's do a double kneel so both of your knees are down. Hips are up and aligned with the rest of your core, and all we're going to do is lean back, 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 back. And let's make sure the tops of your feet are down on the mat, leaning back. Now, as you're doing these lean backs, make sure your hips stay forward. So I don't want you to sit back into it. A lot of my clients that I'll do this exercise with, I'll see them cheat by bringing their hips back. Don't do that. Keep your hips aligned as you lean back. You'll know you're doing it right if you feel your quads burning. Go nice and slow on this. Go as far as you can back. Let's do 1 more. Leaning back and up. All right, now we're going to do a sit back. So you're just going to sit back on your heels, and then you're going to reach up to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside like me. Sitting back on your heels, and then reach up. Sitting back and up. And if you can't get all the way to sitting back on your heels, just go as far as you can. You modify this workout so it works for you. Back and up, and then we're just going to do 1 more. Sit back and reach up. Feels good. Nice job. Okay, now we're going to go into a side sit. We're going to work your triceps and your core because all our exercises today are working your core. You're just going to simply bring your elbow down and then push back up. So elbows coming down and then push back up to that side sit. Remember, your core is tight. Down and up. You're going to feel your arm working here and your shoulder. We're working your shoulder and up. Let's do 2 more of these and up. 1 more. All right, now we're going to do a hip bridge. So you're going to lift your hips just like this. Lift up, bring your arm over, and then come back down. So when you do this, you'll notice that my hips are coming up and I'm trying to bring them forward. My weight is on my lower leg only. Just let your upper leg lift. Don't worry about keeping that one down. Let's keep going. Up and over. These are tough because all your weight is on that arm and your lower leg. Up, bringing those hips all the way forward. Core is tight and engaged. One more, up and back down. All right, we got to do these 2 exercises on the other side. So side sit the other way. Okay, core is tight. Now we're going to go back to that arm exercise where you're lowering yourself to your elbow and then back up. Lowering down. All our exercises should be done with control, nice and smooth. Flowing through them slowly. Down. You don't want to jerk. You don't want to come down quickly. You could hurt yourself. So make sure you're smooth and flowing through the exercise. And up. One more. Down and up. All right. We're back to those hip bridges. You're going to lift your hips, reach way over, and then sit back down. Again, smooth. Try not to jerk. And down. Keeping your core tight. And down. We've got 2 more on this side. Up. And down. And just 1 more. Up. All right. Now we're moving on. Come on down to your side, lying down on your side, head in your hands. Stack your hips, make sure they're one on top of the other. Straighten your legs a bit, but keep your knees slightly bent. And then the first thing we're going to do is take your top leg, go ahead and support your hand, and you're going to tap your toe, and then you're going to tap your knee. Let me get back on my mat a little bit better. Toe taps and then knee taps out in front of your lower leg. So you're just going to keep rotating your hip in and out, tapping your knee and your toe, keeping your foot pointed, toes nice and pointed. Core is tight on these, just like always. Knee, toe, knee. Let's do 1 more. All right, nice job. Now, put that top leg down. Make sure your bottom leg is straight and lift your bottom leg a little bit. So now you're going to pull your toe back and you're going to point your toe. So you're going to flex and extend your foot. Flexing and extend. Notice how my leg is up a little bit though. Flexing and extending. Let's do 2 more. Flex, extend, 1 more. All right, but we're not done. Now I want you to pull those toes back, hold them there, and lift your whole leg as high as you can to work your inner thigh. You're going to feel your leg working. It's not a big movement, but you'll feel it. Let's do 2 more lifts with our toes pulled back. All right, now point your toes, and you're going to draw circles with your toe. So your toe's like a pen, drawing circles. And now let's draw circles the other way. You should be feeling your inner thigh by now. Couple more. 2, and last circle. Whew, nice job. Now we need to lie on our other side, so come on up and switch sides, and we're going to repeat those exercises. Okay. Again, make sure your hips are stacked, legs are out long, just like that. And we're going to repeat that very first exercise we did on our side. Toe and heel taps to the front. So this is working through your hip. You're going to feel your glutes working, your hamstrings. Keep tapping knee and toe down on the mat in front of your lowered leg. Let's do it 1 more time. All right, nice job. Now lay that leg down in front. Bottom leg is long. Lift it up a couple inches, just right there. And we're going to flex and extend the ankle. Flex as far as you can. Make sure you're holding the leg up. Flexing and extending. Flex and extend. Let's do it one more time, and then we're gonna go into those leg lifts. All right, here we go. So now you're just gonna pull your toes back, lift your leg, lift the leg. Keep going. You got 2 more. Last one, and do you remember what's next? Point your toe and draw those circles. Good. It's a real small circle you're gonna draw. You should feel that burn in your inner thigh. I am. Let's draw the circle the other way. Let's do one more. All right, woo, nice job on those. Let's move on. All right, we're moving to our stomach now. So I want you to lie down on your stomach. Hands are gonna be at your sides. And then we're just gonna push ourselves back like this into a yoga child's pose. And then we're gonna return to lying down. So it's a little bit like a push-up if you think about it, except it's more fun. Lying down on your stomach and then pushing back to that yoga child's pose. And again, if you can't get all the way back, that's okay. Go as far as you can. Lying down and then pushing back. Let's do 2 more. Down and back. All right, we're gonna do 1 more of these. Lying down and pushing back. All right, nice job. Lie back down on your stomach. And I want you to extend your arms out in front of you and put your head down on the mat, so your forehead's down on the mat. And then what we're gonna do from there is you're going to lift your opposite arm and leg, replace them, and then switch to the other side. Now your forehead should be down. I know I'm kind of looking up, but make sure your forehead is down on the mat when you do these exercises. Lifting your opposite hand and leg, nice and slow and controlled. Keeping them straight, pointing your toe. This is working your whole posterior chain. We're working your back. We're working your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, everything on the back side of you. This exercise works. They're tough. And see how high you can lift your hand and your leg. Let's do 1 more on each side. And last one. Awesome. Nice job. Now, we need to flip over. I want you to lie on your back. So we're coming down, lying on our back. Hands are down at our sides. And the first thing we're going to do is just a hip bridge, a simple hip bridge. You all know this one. So you're lifting your hips with a nice tight core, and then you're lowering them. So this is working through your core, your glutes, your legs. Now we're going to add to it this time. I want you to come up into your hip lift. Now I want you to lift your heels. Put your heels down, put your hips down. So it's hips, heels, heels down, hips down. Good. Keep going. Hips up, heels down, hips down. Again. Up, down. 1 more. Up, up, down. All right, let's make this harder. I want you to cross 1 foot over the other. So you're sort of in a piriformis stretch. And then I want you to lift up into that hip bridge again on that one leg. Much harder, isn't it? Coming up and down. And again, keeping your core tight. Make sure your hips are stable. Try not to let them twist. Make sure you lift them straight up to the ceiling. 1 more. Up and down. All right, nice job. Switching legs. Same thing on the other side. Plant your bottom foot and lift. And lower, nice and slow and smooth. Up and down, making sure your hips stay aligned. Both are raising symmetrically. Up and down. All right, one more, up and down. All right, nice job. Now let's go into a straddle, something different. So I want you to raise both legs up. Now if you can't keep your legs straight, totally fine to keep a bend. So here's the modified beginner way. You're gonna straddle your legs and close them. Straddle, close. Make sure your core is tight, your belly's pulled towards your spine. Now, if you're flexible enough, try to keep your legs straight. Ooh, I've got weeds on my feet. And brush them is bothering me. Okay, open and close. Again, it's okay to have a little bit of a bend if you need to. Open. Let's do one more of these straddles, keeping your core tight, rounded down. All right, now put your feet down. And this time we're gonna take one leg and point your toe and tap the other knee. And then you're gonna go into a single straddle. So you're gonna pull that leg out to the side. So remember, we were just doing a straddle, but now you're doing it with one leg. Point your toe, tap your knee, and then pull your leg out. So straddle and return. Core's tight, right? Straddle and return, because your core is always tight. Straddle and return. One more. Straddle. All right, nice job. Going on the other side, same thing. Point your toe, tap your knee, and then straddle your leg out as far as you feel comfortable. Keeping your core tight, shoulders down. Good. Straddle and return. Straddle and return. Pull that leg way out so you get the stretch and the strengthening. Both. Double whammy with one exercise. You just got one more. Straddle. All right. Now let's go into a Pilates rollover. We're going to start with a modified one though for you beginners. Your feet are flat, your hands are down at your sides, and all I want you to do is straighten your legs up and then plant your feet. So you're going to straighten and plant. That's the beginner. Straighten and plant. Now as you get better at that, I want you to keep trying to get your legs higher and higher up over your head. And you see how that makes my hips come up? So I'm using my hands, I'm pressing into the mats with my hands to get my hips to come up, and eventually you'll be able to get higher and higher. Now again, if you're a beginner, just keep it right here. That's plenty good on these. Intermediate and advanced, you can start pushing through your hands and pulling your legs over for that rollover. It's up to you what level you work at. Here's the beginner again. Legs up, feet down, and here's the advanced. Way over, and then back down. Let's do two more. Back down, and let's do one more. All right, nice job. Those are tough, aren't they? But they feel great. Let's go into some flexibility work. Pulling in one knee as far as you can, keeping the other leg down. Holding that leg in. Deep, slow breaths. You're through the strengthening portion of the workout. Now let's just do some stretches to cool us off. Take that other leg in and do the same thing. Pull it in as far as you can. Deep, slow breaths to relax. All right, nice job. Now we're going to take both legs and pull them in. Give them a big hug. Hug them in as far as you can. You're going to feel a nice stretch through your lower back and your glutes on this one. Slowing your breathing. All right, nice. Now let's take this into a spinal twist. So you're gently going to drop your knees to one side as far as you can. If you can get them all the way down, great. Make sure your shoulders stay down on the floor though. Don't let them come up. Both shoulders should be connected to the floor. Take your arms out to the sides more to deepen the upper body stretch. Holding the spinal twist. Now let's take an inhale. And exhale as we return our legs to the other side. Same stretch, shoulders are down. Core is tight, arms are out. Deep breaths, holding the stretch. One more. All right, return your knees up and let's slowly raise back up to sitting. Again, keeping our breathing nice and controlled. Sit crisscross. And then all I want you to do is just put your hands forward and lean forward into the stretch. So you feel a stretch in your lower back. Slowing your breathing. Letting your blood pressure regulate, because we were lying down for quite a while. So we want to make sure we give our blood pressure time to get back regulated. All right, come back up. And let's just rest here with slow breaths. And that is it for today's workout in the RV. I hope your RV travels will be safe and full of adventures this December, and I hope you'll have a very healthy and happy holiday season. I'll see you on the road, gang.